New rumors have dropped surrounding the upcoming Blade movie, but it's not good. Apparently, it may possibly be rewritten altogether because it was laughably woke. And also copying off Underworld? What the heck? Let's dive into this video because I have a lot of questions. So this is coming to us from Bounding Into Comics. They said, rumor, Marvel's Blade being rewritten, original script allegedly ripped off Underworld and was laughably woke in a particularly distasteful way. This is interesting to me because the Underworld movie, the first one, is my all-time favorite movie. So I don't even know why they felt like they needed a copy off that, though, because Blade existed before the Underworld movie. This just has me all kinds of confused, but let's continue. According to a new rumor, development on Disney's upcoming introduction of Blade to the Marvel Cinematic Universe is going far worse than previously reported. This latest word regarding Blade's cursed production was first brought to public attention on November 4th, courtesy of noted Disney scooper Doomcock. In a video upload to his YouTube channel, Overlord DVD on November 4th, following his standard disclaimer that he was presenting this information solely as an unverified rumor and ask you to please take it with a grain of salt, Doomcock claimed to have learned the real reason former director Bassam Tariq quit the production. Oh shoot. Okay, again, so like he already said, like Doom said here, take this as a grain of salt. We're just speculating, my friends. Okay. So, relaying information supposedly provided to him by sources claiming to have knowledge of the Blade production, the YouTuber explained that, I thought his name was Tariq, but I think that's a typo. Okay, Tariq quit in frustration because of how bad the script was. That doesn't even surprise me nowadays because almost everything, even especially in like TV shows, movies, Marvel, all that, terrible writing lately. I don't know where they're all coming from. I don't feel like we have the same quality of writers these days as we used to because, like I say time and time again on this channel, they're more focused about delivering a message than they care about delivering a good story. And I think because of all of these wonky fake college degrees like gender studies, I think what it has done is created a bunch of people who really aren't capable of creating stuff without attaching activism to it. There's a ton of self-proclaimed activists who want to push this woke agenda on everybody because it's their religion, and that just completely overtakes any ounce of entertainment. It's just seeped into anything. We can't even watch a freaking vampire movie anymore without them trying to shove this agenda in our faces. Okay, so not only was it a ripoff of a previous movie from another studio, he added, but it was also laughably woke in a particularly distasteful way. Here's the thing too, is like the woke mob are very racist and they try to act like they're not. They want to act like, oh yeah, we're standing up for marginalized people. Basically everyone who isn't a white straight man is a marginalized person to them. And the reason why I think they struggle with things like this is you look at something like Blade here, okay? He's supposed to be a very empowered, strong character. Well, what you have with the woke agenda is trying to make victims out of everybody. So how can they rectify their message of, oh wait, he's oppressed, he's a victim, but then also make him strong and powerful at the same time? That's where a lot of their struggle lies, and that's also why a lot of female characters are written so badly lately. You see it with Galadriel, you see it with all kinds of female characters, leading characters and stuff. They've become completely unbearable. They always have a chip on their shoulder. They're insufferable. They're naggy. They're annoying. And they're bossy. And they're disrespectful. And so it's kind of like they're taking characters and who they want to paint this whole victim narrative around, but then they want to make them absolutely insufferable and just have just this victim complex and are mad at the world for it. Instead of just creating fun, empowering stories like, you know, they used to, like previous Blade movies or Underworld, for example. There you had a character and, you know, she kicked butt. All right, turning to his first source, Doomcock recalled that this individual had informed him on October 19th that the script was really bad, and to make it worse, it stole the main plot from Underworld. Okay, so you have vampires, lycans, you have a coven where the main character kind of gets shunned from it. She has to resurrect, you know, a vampire leader, an old slumbering vampire leader of sorts to help her. Okay, interesting. How did they try to translate that into this? Okay, in the script, Blade had a daughter, but for whatever reason, she was not a vampire. Oh, okay, said the source. They were going to explain it using the mother and the way she was born. All right. She worked with her father, Blade, mostly as intelligence, they continued. Eventually, Blade's daughter got bitten, and this wakes up her vampire powers. This sounds very on par for what Marvel has been making lately. There's a reason why people like Nerdrotic have coined the term MCU, and a lot of people want to act like that's a sexist thing or misogynist thing. Like, oh, so you can't have empowering female characters, when clearly that's not the case. People like Nerdrotic are fans of previous properties with female leads. But what's happened here with Marvel that we keep seeing time and time again is that characters who are already established, these strong male protagonists who are already established, are getting outshined in their own properties, in their own movies, and being outshined by the whole bait and switch. Okay, so like, look at Doctor Strange, for example. We're watching that for Doctor Strange. It's his movie. But, of course, Scarlet Witch has to kind of steal everything from America Chavez, so on and so forth. We're seeing this constantly in all kinds of Marvel properties. What do we see that has a male lead lately that has come out in the past, I don't know, few years, where he wasn't outshined by a female character, where we really haven't after Endgame. Okay, let's go ahead and continue. By the end, she is forced to bite Blade, which makes her basically a god with unlimited power. See, that's what they always do. They make it's like, okay, here's a ripoff version of a Marvel character dude, but we're gonna have a ripoff version that's a girl, but she's got to be stronger, she's got to be better. And that's always how they do it. And in this case, it looks like they were going to do the same thing. I'm just kind of shocked that they were taking that approach with Blade, being that usually this kind of anger and this kind of, trying to diminish power from the main character, usually that's targeted toward the white male leads. So in this case, it's targeted toward a black male lead. But, woke politics are constantly changing. Woke religion, I should say, not even politics, because it's not even really, it's a religion more than anything. But it is continually changing. And you constantly see black men are the new white men now. So who knows what's going on. They've been racist toward black men lately too. They can't keep up. I don't know what's going on with them. Anyway, let's continue. Now apparently Tariq knew the script was a loser and was doing his best to get this changed before filming started. The source further detailed, but it all went to heck when Kevin Feige refused to change anything, and so the director walked away from the project. The Daywalker's disastrous direction was also confirmed by Doomcock's second source, who is said to have been on set and was supposedly able to prove that they had personally read the initial script. Not only did he confirm most of what we were told, said the YouTuber, but the source said they were even going to add lycans, aka werewolves, to the mix. All right, now I do love a good vampire and lycan story. I mean, like I said, Underworld is my favorite, but that is interesting. I wonder how much of they were going to try to take from Underworld. In fact, this is what bites Blade's daughter to begin with. Noted Doomcock, just like Underworld. Okay. So that is a very much copycat of Underworld, because Scott Speedman's character, which I forgot his name, it's been forever since I've seen the movie, got bit by a lichen, and then that's when Selene had to bite him. And then he was sort of this hybrid lichen vampire, super powerful thing. So I guess in this case they're doing that, just it's different because she's half vampire because her dad, and then then she gets bit by a lichen. That was supposed to be it. Okay. I don't think that would have... No. Like I said, it's already been done. I don't think it would have worked for this, and I also don't like the idea of Blade having a daughter who just completely steals the show from him. This is his story, not hers. Okay. As for the movie's current status, source number 2 alleged that the entire production is in limbo, as they are going to rewrite the script and possibly delay it until next year at the least. Don't be surprised if more Marvel movies get delayed, the source supposedly told Doomcock, alluding to the noticeable and rapid decline of quality of the franchise. Which is true. I mean, Marvel properties are... The quality has been terrible. A lot of failures has been happening. To that end, the second source is said to have concluded his info dump by admitting that Black Panther Wakanda Forever has to make over $1 billion. That's a lot that it has to make. If it doesn't, get ready, they concluded, heads will roll at Marvel. Speaking of that, I mean, I still do plan on watching it, but from what I'm seeing, it doesn't seem to be that impressive. I already made a video about Namor's change, which I feel like was completely worse. So anyway, there you have it for today's video. It's just not a good time for Marvel fans in general, and it hasn't been for a little while, but clearly people are speaking with their wallets, and that's good to see, because they're going to keep running some of our favorite franchises to the ground, whether it be Marvel, DC, anything else, gaming, TV shows, movies, all that stuff. We're going to keep seeing this stuff run to the ground unless we do speak with our wallets, and I think people have been sick of it. They've given Marvel benefit of the doubt time and time again, and, people are over it now. So, anyway, there you have it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and happy Veterans Day as of the day I am filming this. Big, huge thank you and much love to everyone who has served this amazing country, and everyone who's continuing to serve. So, thank you again for watching. I will see you next time, and in the meantime, go boom.